Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory going to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Kakadash. No honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you Akim that's out there pushing this truth with all honesty and sincerity by way of the highways and byways, going on the streets, teaching and preaching. All right, and shalom to you, very few Aquaf, you very few sisters that's out there listening and learning. It's your brother Nayap, and I'm back with a news update. Without further ado, I'm just going to really just go ahead and get into it. This is for fair use, fair use, fair use. Okay? And this is not for any type of monetary gain. This is for educational purposes only.
What we've done here is establish a place where we have control over who our neighbors are, and that is just for the sake of preserving, our culture.
And that culture, effectively, we're saying this is a white culture, a whites-only place.
White American culture.
Over the last year and a half, high up in the Ozark Hills in the state of Arkansas, dozens of people have been working hard, leveling the land, building houses. They call it an intentional community based around shared ancestry, a long-winded way of saying something really quite simple.
I think we would generally be called far right, sure.
It's called Return to the Land, and they invited me in. A lot of people are going to be, why are you making Nazi references?
Right. Well, why wouldn't I?
A seemingly bucolic and sometimes surreal experience, one with strong ties to the most active far-right groups in the US. Instead of taking to the streets, they are building their own, for generations to come.
It's important for me to do this for my ancestors, my friends, my family, my children, my children's children.
We're so beyond cooked, dog. We are fraught at the point where white people are creating their own little KKK town. Know what you think? Leave a comment down below. Make sure you follow me for more news updates like this.
Nobody wants to work anymore. I don't know why nobody wants to work. As a 21-year-old female in this dog shit economy, I can tell you, we all want to work. You all just say, urgently hiring, and we hear nothing back. And if you're lucky enough to even make it to the interview, don't worry, because you'll go and then just get fucking ghosted. And if you somehow magically get a job, within a month, there will be new hires somehow stealing all of your hours that already didn't fucking exist!
Bonnie Blue just confirmed that she'll be going for over 2,000 men in one day. And not only was it just 2 months ago when Bonnie Blue broke her own record by having 1,000 guys, but after seeing what she used to look like compared to what she looks like now, it is proof that she has to be a succubus. And after seeing these pictures of what she used to look like, there was no doubt in my mind that she has been taken by some devil. Because the look in her eyes now compared to what it used to look like actually makes me sick to my stomach. This is where it gets even more worse because Bonnie Blue says that her 2,000 guys is going to be an art installment. She calls it the petting zoo, and she'll be in a no limits class box for 24 hours. After Bonnie's stunt last week where she got arrested, just proves that she will literally do anything for attention. There's literally nothing going on behind her eyes, because in a good way, she literally used to look like the most normalest girl out there. After seeing these old pictures, there's definitely something going on that we do not know, because this video that was taken last week looks completely soulless. This is how she used to look like. Literally just a normal girl. A lot of people did not know that Bonnie Blue was actually married before, and at some point the devil must have got to her. This literally breaks my heart. But a lot of people like the new Bonnie better. Do you like the new Bonnie Blue or the old Bonnie Blue?
Wait, they were abducting kids and locking them in a bunker so they could have people pay to do what? Nah, jail is not good enough. Quick trigger warning, but these three men, Andre, Timothy, and William, were having an operation where they would abduct kids from Birmingham, Alabama, and take them down to Brent, put them in a bunker, then put their photos online where men could pay to come to that bunker and do only what you could, the worst thing imaginable. The victims were never over the age of 10. Some victims were let go, but other children didn't get so lucky. When the police finally did their investigation in February, they found 6 kids downstairs locked up onto chairs, poles, and I don't even want to go into too much detail. They said that this been going on for over a year, so you can only imagine how long some of these kids been down there. Now, they have been charged and they are still arresting all the men and women that were paying to go to this underground bunker. But jail is not good enough for something so disgusting as this. Those kids may never...
Post that said, it's
glitter, y'all. It's glitter. And I'm like, well, what's glitter? And I was reading the comments, and they're like, the stuff in the sky that's being sprayed, since if you look at it in the sunlight, it sparkles. And I guess they ran a test on it and said it's glitter. And then another comment said that the glitter is smart dust so that they can track us. And then another comment said, yeah, the glitter is made from people. And I'm like, hold up a damn minute, because I also learned that the way you make diamonds is by compressing carbon. That's how you make diamonds, is by compressing carbon. And people are carbon-based. Human beings, we're carbon-based. If you compress us, you can make us into diamonds, because they both glitter and diamonds both refract and reflect sunlight. It's like a prism. And then what's weird about that is that I said to my parents like a week ago, randomly just came out of my mouth, I said, I bet that's where all the dead bodies are going. Is that, when you cremate someone and you spray it like dust in the wind, I bet they're just spraying them in all the cloud seeding. I bet that's how they get rid of the human bodies and people, besides the food and everything else we know about that. But like, holy crap.
Okay. What? That was a journey. Speaking of journeys. But let me just say this.
I told you, bitch, that paperwork just came back and said I'm 99% not the father. The fuck is you talking about? Come get y'all thought-ass baby mama. The baby ain't mine, but it's one of y'all. You got me fucked up. All that money I spent, I need my shit back.
This is not funny.
She's sick as hell. I told you I want the fucking daddy. You keep trying to trap me and shit. Trying to put that baby on me. That's what the fuck you get. I ain't that baby daddy.
Why are you recording it?
Now run on Facebook and tell that. You always on live telling them some shit. Tell them this.
Tell them what?
Tell them this. You lied on me. You tried to trap me because you don't know who the baby is, bro.
It's not nothing to talk about.
I'm glad I'm out this relationship. I ain't got no strings attached to your goof ass, bro.
You never wanted to be the father in the first place.
Fuck what you talk about. I'm 99% not the father. She blue as hell, y'all. I told y'all. Hey, look.
25 countries just dropped a bombshell on Gaza. France, Italy, UK, Japan, and EU Commission included. They're publicly calling out Israel and starving civilians, blocking aid trucks, and killing more than 800 Palestinians queuing for food since May. And get this, they called it a systematic pattern, not accidents. They are also warning Israel, don't push Palestinians out of Gaza, basically saying stop starving them to push them into so-called humanitarian camps. Why is this huge? Because these are basically Israel's closest Western allies. The same ones who have been writing blank checks for 2 years. The bloc is demanding permanent and immediate ceasefire, and Israel's response disconnected from reality. The West is finally breaking ranks. Is this a start of a real shift? 25 countries just dropped a bomb.
Hi guys. Well, we've been here since about 2 o'clock, and we've seen the scene go from chaotic to calm. Right now we're at a calm point, and as you can see behind me, there are still dozens of Lorraine police cars here. They have been here checking on their 2 colleagues who are inside getting treatment. In that press conference, the Lorraine police chief confirmed that the 2 officers were taken here after being shot multiple times. Lorraine police chief Michael Failing described the suspect as laying in wait before he opened fire with multiple rounds on the officers. 2 of them were shot multiple times and seriously injured. A third was shot in the hand. During the press conference, Lorraine Mayor Jack Bradley vowed the city would heal.
It's a tragic day in the city of Lorraine, but we're a strong city, and we're going to move forward, and we just welcome all your prayers and all your support.
And back out here at Metro, you are looking at some of those Lorraine police cruisers who are still pulling up. Chief Michael Failing said this is the first shooting of a Lorraine police officer in 70 years. He also could not provide the conditions or the names of the officers. Now I'd like to send it over to my colleague, Annabelle Childers, who has been on the scene in Lorraine for hours. Annabelle, what are you seeing over there?
Well, Lindsay, this area has just been completely full with law enforcement vehicles. Earlier this afternoon, we watched a bomb squad vehicle, SWAT trucks, fire trucks, more flood down Riverbend Drive. And I want to give you a little bit of context for where this shooting happened. Now, this Riverbend Drive, that street you're looking at right now, dead ends about a mile down. And further along this road is where Illyria's Police Chief Jim Welsh says those Lorain police officers encountered the suspect. This is what he told us this afternoon about the shooting.
To my understanding, there was one male who had a vehicle parked at the dead end behind me on Riverbend Drive. When the officers arrived, he opened fire with a high-powered rifle and shot at the officers.
And again, those 3 Lorain officers were shot. The suspect was also fatally shot. We know Elyria police are running point on this investigation, but the chief also told us they're working with federal partners and Ohio BCI to get more details on how all of this unfolded. I'm going to toss.
Breaking news out of Cambodia, where rockets are being fired. Things are escalating on the ground here. Here you can see Cambodian members of the military firing what appear to be heavy artillery mounted guns. Here are more rockets being fired into the air. Now this is on the Thailand side of the border. As you can see, civilians are being instructed to hide with children. There are members of the military hiding in a concrete pipe right here. You will see them with their guns. This is, again, Thailand. Now, sources on the ground say that this may escalate even further. It appears to be worsening. And this gas station was hit as well, with a lot of smoke and fire. So, a very dangerous situation here on the border. Breaking news out of
Lock in, motherfuckers, because we're talking about Palestine today. So we're going to come back to that video I just showed you, but first I want to talk about how I had an IDF reserve soldier personally DM me some propaganda, and it gave me a little bit of insight into how they perceive all of this. So this all started when I posted a story to my personal Instagram, just giving a news update on Gaza, Iran, and ICE. This is the post, if anybody wants to pause and read it. This IDF reserve soldier pretty much just told me it would be great if I could fact check before I post stuff, and that it's easy to get fooled with AI. So my bullshit detector went off pretty much immediately, and all I said to him was, "Are you really going to try and tell me that there is no G-side happening?" He then went on to define G-side as if this isn't exactly what's happening in Palestine. His response, "I can say firsthand that our military operates under strict legal and ethical guidelines. There's a strong emphasis on minimizing harm to civilians." This is a lie. Pure propaganda, as evidenced by the video I showed you in the beginning of this video. The young man in this video posed absolutely zero threat. He held no weapon. And he's dead. So one thing I've learned from watching Palestinian streamers is that a lot of IDF soldiers do not consider civilians to be civilians. They consider everyone in Palestine to be Hamas. So when I come back and I read this, there's a strong emphasis on minimizing harm to civilians. We don't think civilians are the same thing. We have different definitions of what a civilian is. Assaults, airstrikes, and starvation are currently affecting civilians in Palestine. Another huge red flag for me was that he pretty much tried to say that he was sitting in a bomb shelter with his family as his house shakes. So naturally, I went to his page to find any validation of this claim, and there's no photos of anything indicating that he is currently in a bomb shelter I mean, honestly, it's a very bougie page. He's every photo is him with his family in some lavish area having dinner or something like that. So total bullshit detected there. So yeah, I didn't respond because I do not debate IDF soldiers. I do not debate people who try to tell me that what is happening in Palestine is somehow valid. There are countless videos of Palestinians being shot at, killed, starved. Look, all I'm trying to say is the evidence is out there, and there's also propaganda out there. And sometimes
you were born a man and you will die a man. That's the point I'm making.